All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the Cardano family. Appreciate each and every one of you guys, for showing tremendous amount of love on these daily updates. We're going to talk about what's happening with ADA today, analyze the price, see what is happening, what are some next price targets we could be aiming for. Obviously, as far as the weekend is concerned, it was a quite interesting time, especially for, utility projects, which moved quite a bit. XRP was one of them that had a great time, HBAR, even Cardano, XLM, Algorand. You guys get the idea. A lot of projects had a great day. But we're obviously starting off a brand new week, and we're starting off on a positive note as far as some of these altcoins are concerned. Cardano up 5.2% with the price currently sitting at almost 76 cents. Also up 3.6% in Bitcoin comparative over the past 24 hours. Now, if we're looking at the market cap, $27.3 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about $2.2 billion. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer for everyone. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrencies. So we're going to start off by this thing that has been trending on LinkedIn. And look at this, guys. We're kind of going to go over this, and then we're going to talk about the price, of course. So Brandon Chirp posted this. The U.S. government is exploring a blockchain-based voting system. This would be the largest blockchain implementation of all time because, of course, we're talking about the U.S. government, not a bank, not a small company. We're talking about the United States government. Here's what you need to know. Elon and Doge, so Department of Government Efficiency, are leading the charge. Blockchain-enabled platform would be called eVote. Partners include X, of course, not a surprise, Cardano, Hyperledger, and HBAR. And again, HBAR has been moving up, obviously due to the fact that Canary Capital has, filed for an ETF. Hyperledger, Cardano is on the list, and it kind of explains as to why there's been so much excitement lately. The legislation would require nationwide adoption. President Trump personally endorsed the initiative. Hedera, recognized by Department of State and White House, which again, we know about this. What this would mean for the U.S. Politics, election integrity. So, of course, we know the beauty of blockchain. This will make it even nicer. Blockchain to provide tamper-proof, transparent election identity, unlocking blockchain-based identity verification and proofing. Global standard potentially sets a standard for the democracies worldwide. As a millennial, wow, I can't read because I'm very excited. As a millennial, it's a little crazy. We still vote by paper in 2024, and I totally agree with that. That's where, that's where tampering can happen. That's where manipulation can happen. And when it comes to blockchain, that's the beauty of blockchain, right? So imagine if Cardano gets integrated. That would be a game changer. And of course, without a doubt, that would take the price of Cardano in another level. There's no doubts in that. But let's take a closer look at, in terms of its price, see what is happening, and of course, what is yet to come. So dominance, let's actually give it a refresh live to really understand if the dominance has changed a little bit. So yeah, dominance has actually gone up a little bit over the course of the last few hours, but we're still sitting below 60%. Bitcoin, on the other hand, you can see this for yourself, is almost sitting at $92,000 going into this brand new week. It's past midnight here in North America, so you're looking at Bitcoin climbing up, and I would not even be surprised if it starts retesting all-time highs. But exactly what we were talking about that Bitcoin needs to do, it has done, to find a ground for itself, trade sideways for a while, and then start heading towards the upside. So, this breakout that we're seeing right now occurring as of recording this update kind of, makes us realize why the dominance has also picked up over the course of the last few hours. So looking at Cardano, Cardano is about to do something very insane. Maybe in the next few hours, maybe what the time of you watching this update, we have already done this. So if you're looking at Cardano, and again, I'm just showing you guys the daily time frame. Remember, we spoke about this in our update yesterday. Obviously, Cardano did end up reaching a new yearly high at 82 cents just a few days back, like I would say 48 hours back. Obviously, we retested down to the neckline of the 78.6 at 69 cents and has picked up quite fast. So, Cardano has picked up very, very fast. Cardano wants to see that breakout. Now, look at the trading volume. It's at about $2.2 billion. And I think this will increase much more as we do see higher prices being retested. But right now, Cardano is looking like it wants to break out from this major resistance, obviously dating back to 2022. We know about this. And of course, we do have some resistance dating back from February of 2021 as well. But look at this, guys. Cardano is looking like it wants to see that breakout, head towards the psychological price of that dollar price point, which we haven't seen since April of 2022. And again, that is going to be historic once the price is able to climb above. And this is going to leave a lot of haters, that non-believers of ADA, that never thought that the price of ADA would let alone be back at a yearly high. So imagine what they would think once the price of Cardano reaches $1. And again, this would be the first time since last bull cycle. And it would be a big, big move. And I think we're hours away for us to actually see a new yearly high and a potential retest at that major key resistance at $1, because pretty much after that, we do have a little bit of a resistance around, most importantly, I think around the 88.58 cents. But pretty much the dollar is that next major target. And if you want to put this into perspective, it's a 31% move. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, Crypto ZX, that's not a small move. And I agree, that's not a small move considering Cardano is one of the largest coins in the crypto space. But this thing can move up very, very fast, in my opinion, due to the fact that it's a proof of stake consensus. I'm sure you guys know about this. Huge chunk of its supply is staked. Supply shock. Once a supply shock occurs, guys, you will see ADA moving up to the likes of some of these levels we haven't seen since 2021. So 3 years ago, targets that we're talking about. So obviously right now, we need to kind of settle down on those levels. We need to kind of break out of that dollar price point first before we can start worrying about anything higher. But I do believe Cardano is going to shock a lot of people. If you've been focusing on Cardano's developments over the course of the last few months, if you have not, maybe you want to kind of go and look back into that, because now that will fuel things up even more. I think major liquidity is coming into the Cardano ecosystem, and we're going to see the Cardano ecosystem thriving quite a bit from what we haven't seen for some time. But let me know down below what you guys think right now. Like I said, this resistance needs to break out from the previous yearly high, and of course resistance dating back to 2021. If this is able to break out, I think $1 price point is coming up sooner than a lot of people think, especially if Bitcoin decides to break out of a new all-time high. Let me know down below what you guys think right now. What are your personal predictions regarding ADA, and what are you most excited about in terms of Cardano? Where do you see Cardano ranking at the end of this bull cycle? Are we about to see a super cycle? This is a conversation I've been having with the XRP community quite a bit. I was originally thinking that maybe sometime in Q1, again, you can't really time the top, but sometime in Q1 we're going to see the top for the crypto markets. But we need to realize, I'm talking historically speaking, which even I kind of ignored. Historically speaking, after the U.S. election, you do tend to see a 7 to 8 months time frame of the bull cycle, and then of course Q4, as we know, it just pops off. So we never know. I think this bull cycle could actually lead into Q3, Q4 of next year. But super cycle, if a bunch of ETFs get approved next year, I think we're about to see that super cycle. So ETF, I'll be waiting for. So originally, like I said, Q1 was my prediction for the broader market, all-time high. Sometime Q1, again, you cannot time the top, but I am extending that to Q3, maybe so Q2, I think we see a top, and then we see consolidation, a breakout again in Q4, and then, but if we see a wide variety of different ETFs being approved, I think that would be a major confirmation that we do see, bull cycle rally, leading into 2026. That would be the confirmation for myself specifically. But again, my confirmation might be wrong, right? But obviously, I'm going to strategize my, exits accordingly now. And let me know in the comments down below. But a lot of people are going to be like, so the market's just going to go straight up forever. Absolutely not. What I'm thinking is we're going to see something very similar happen what we saw happen this year. You're going to see a flush. Believe it or not, we will see a major flush to shake out the weekends again. Borrowing momentum, I think, will come again, and then you start seeing the rally occurring. But again, this is just based off of my own personal opinion. At the end of the day, only time is going to tell. Let me know down below what you guys think. Love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.